What's up, YouTube? This is Airborne Sapper comic fan coming at you with season two of Marvel Hip Hop covers. Thank you guys for patiently waiting for me to drop this, uh, and hopefully I continue to do this better, bigger, and brighter. Better. All right. Anyways, for those who are new, Marvel Hip Hop covers is basically where I take a Marvel hip hop cover and I tell you more about it, where it was cover swiped, and a little bit about the artist. Now, this time, if I already talked about an artist in my season one hip hop covers, I'm going to let you know what covers he did or she did, and then I'll go more into the album. So let's kick it off. Let's get it started. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. Now, the first cover that we will be talking about is. Can I get my hand out the way? There you go. This is Gamora #1. And this cover was done by Elizabeth Turk. Yeah. I keep on saying twerk. But yeah, she did this album cover. This cover right here, and the reason why I picked this for a certain reason, but this cover right here is a cover swipe off of an album done by an artist called Mace. Mace, Mason Betham. This artist was born in August 27th, 1977. He was born in Florida, but he's from Harlem World. He grew up there. Actually, he grew up with a friend he met from high school. He's also an artist, Cameron, if you guys remember him. And they made a group, a group called Children of the Corn. But corn represents corner boys. So Children of the Corners, where they put Children of the Corn. Anyways, I found that was hilarious. They were produced by Damon Dash. Damon Dash. Okay, Damon Dash. They were produced by Damon Dash. If you guys are not familiar with him, he ran Rockefeller with Jay-Z for a while. But let's talk about this album. Okay, now this album right here, this is Harlem World. This album dropped in October 28th, 1997. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I love this album. I love this album. I love the a couple of hits off this album. So yeah, this was one of the albums that I really did listen to back in my days, and it's weird because I really didn't like Mace, but I liked the album. So this album had crazy hits. It had let me see, Feel So Good. It had What You Really Want. It had 24 to Live. And it had the one that I was always playing repeatedly, Looking at Me. I love that song. That song was great. Constant on my playlist. But yeah, this album was nominated in the 41 Grammys. The 41st, there it goes, 41st Grammys for Best Rap Album of the Year. It didn't win, but it got nominated. So, but yeah, so this album was just crazy, like, popular when it came out. A little more background on Mace. He actually retired from rap in 1999, and he came back 5 years later. And when he was retired, I know a lot of you guys remember he was Pastor Mace, doing all that, because all that drama with Bad Boys and Death Row, he decided to get out. He ended up coming back to Bad Boys. And I don't know, it was crazy. He came back from Bad Boys, did 3 quick albums, and made like I think it was like a $10 million signing deal with Puff Daddy, and then bounced again. So it's like, wow, man, he got paid real quick. Uh, but yeah, so let's talk about the album. Now, the album cover is simply just straight homage. As you can see, Gamora and Mace are just posted up at the same stance. I think the only difference, besides one being a guy and the other being an alien, is is that Gamora is holding a sword, but with the sword that she's holding, she's still throwing up the deuces, uh, and just her stance is the same. The thing that I really like about this is how they have Gamora in Offworld and then underscore Gamora is the same design and label as the as Mace in Harlem World. Basically the same design as they have for the cover. So this is an awesome cover, and just Elizabeth did a great job doing this. Now for the next cover that we'll be talking about is The Ultimates 2. Awesome cover. You got Marvel, Spectrum, you got who's this, Captain or Miss America? Miss America. So this is an awesome cover done by Reza Harlett. So awesome cover. It's one of the covers where when I seen it, I knew that instantly where that cover swipe was from. This group right here, very iconic, very pioneer, especially for the women in hip hop. You know, they were the first mainstream group to ever receive gold and platinum on an album ever. They paved the way for so many other hip hop groups, women, and they basically brought power back to. I mean, a couple artists did it before them, you know, Roxanne, MC Light, stuff like that. But for groups, they brought, you know, power back to women in hip hop. You know, they're one of the groups. I'll say that actually did it. So very happy that they were able to do get a cover swipe, and you know, let's talk about this group. So if you have not known already, this is Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper is a group members of 3 women. Yes, I said 3. Uh, First one is Cheryl Jones, which was Salt. Sorry. Then you have Sandra Dean, which is Pepper. And then you have the DJ. I included the DJ, uh, DJ Roper, which was the Spinderella. So yeah, she was young when she did this. She was part of this group. So all 3 of them, you know, remember the DJ is an important part of the group. They're all from Queens, New York, and this was their first solo album that they came out with. This was Hot and Cold and Vicious. Hot, Cold, and Vicious. So the album basically said it was vicious. This was released in December 8th of 1986. Dang, that's a while ago. In 1986, the hits on this album were the Stop, the Showstopper, which was a great song. I'll Take Your Man, Tramp, and the big one out of this was Push It, which was a really huge song, still huge to this day. You know, if you were to rank one of the, it would be easily, I would say, in maybe the top 150s, 200 songs of hip hop, easily. That it'll make that ever. But this is, like I said, this is a great group. very pioneer, and just did a lot of great things for women in hip hop. So let's get into. Oh, and they also had a reality show. So I don't know if you guys remember that, but I remember that. I remember that. I watched it with. I watched it with my wife. Whatever. I watched it. Whatever. I wanted to see what they were up to. But they did have a reality show for a little while. And I'm not sure if it's still on. I really don't watch TV that much anymore. But yeah. So let's get into this cover. Okay. This cover album is great. Like I said, I met a couple of artists that have done hip hop covers, and they told me that they are not allowed to copy the cover completely. They can come close and tone it, and that's very close, as you can see, to this album. Even the colors of the album, where Miss Marvel is and Miss America, the tone of the cover, the basically palette is like kind of darker than the actual album cover. So but besides that, it's on point to a T. The letters, the salt and pepper, and the ultimates too is the same. The hot, cold, and vicious. Those letters are on point of the same. Each each woman have their own section, which is salt, and you got pepper, Spinderella, and then same with the cover. I mean, it's just an amazing cover, and it's very close of how uh, close they can actually get to. I was really, really amazed when I seen this. So uh, this artist did a great job. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that Marvel hip hop cover swipe video number one. I only did two this time, so because I'm working on some other stuff, but I really wanted to put something out for you guys. I know you guys, like I said, you guys have been waiting, but I'm going to try to do three covers, and it depends on what artist I do. If we already covered him, I'll maybe do four. Just really not trying to make these videos very long. I mean, I know a couple of them went to like 18 minutes, so I'm trying to shorten this series down. But thank you guys for watching. How to jump up there and for season two and get my feet wet before I get in more details. But again, thank you for watching. And like I said, if one person watches this video, I'm gonna continue doing this because this is something both comics and music that combine into something great that I'm really passionate about. So thank you guys again, and peace out. You guys have a good one.